Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Sav. If you're returning, thank you so much. So yes, as you will probably see from the title of today's video, this is a kind of car restock. It's not really a restock because it's the first time stocking up this car, but I'm obsessed with watching these videos on TikTok at the moment, and I've just got a new car and the first thing I thought of doing was a car restock. So hopefully you guys enjoy. And this is kind of just the start. Obviously, if you have any recommendations of what's good to keep in your car, then please let me know, or any cool like bits and bobs that you guys have picked up from places like Amazon, TikTok, whatever. But this is just some bits that I first wanted to pick up to have in the car that I think are kind of essential. So let's get into it. So first off, I'm gonna start with some bits that I picked up from Primark, because I actually picked up a makeup bag that I'm going to use as a bag to kind of keep in the car just to stock up. This was £5, and it does come with a little clear one. Well, they're both clear, but it does come with a little one as well. But I liked the size of it because it's quite a good size to put things in. So that is the first thing. Just the second little one that I might actually keep it in my door as a little, maybe. Yeah, so we're going to use this one as the main bag to stock things in. I did also pick up some other bits from Primark, so not all of it is for the car, but let me just root through what I did pick up because it wasn't actually a lot from here. Yeah, so that's it from Primark. So I'm going to put that down there. Right, so the first thing I picked up was hairbands. I mean, I needed some anyway, but we love hairbands, so of course they're going to have to go in the car because you guarantee you'll be out and about. One will snap because I always keep some on my wrist. You guarantee they'll snap, so I need to have hairbands on me at all times. So I'm going to keep some in the car, and you get a pack of 60 for £1. So I feel like everybody knows about the Primark hairbands, so in they go. And I prefer like the thinner ones, although I've got like a lot of thick hair. I do prefer the thinner ones. We're going to put them in. I also picked up 2 pairs of sunglasses, which is my, you know, I don't need to keep them both in the car. And I do actually have a pair of sunglasses in here because I have a little like stocky thing there. But these are really old, and they were just in here temporarily because they're a bit gross. I picked up these. Now these were in sale for £2.50, which I quite liked. You know, a little bit smaller than the ones that I had, a bit more bougie looking. And then I picked up some of these. These are like OG kind of sunglasses, but I find I really struggle with what suits my face and my shape because I've got a very round face. But these are £1 as well, so again, like, you know, you can't really go wrong with these. And I like that they're like tan coloured. So yeah, sunglasses, and like I said, they will be being stocked up in the little bit here. I might put the other spares in here, and I'm going to put some in there, which I will do that in a minute. I picked up some wipes because accidents happen in the car. I have got leather seats, so you know, I like wipes that also smell nice, so they're gonna have to go in the car because again, you just need to have them in the event of emergencies. And I know Billy just cannot help himself with doing stupid stuff. Like, he decided to eat Happy Hippos biscuits in here the other day, and the little crumbs would like drop in everywhere. And honestly, like, I could have just killed him because it's just so shiny and new that I'm just like, I don't want you to ruin it. So that's that. Moving on to some bits I picked up from Boots. I feel like everyone has to get things from Boots. So I did pick up a pack of pocket tissues. Now you get all of these, which is 2, 4, 6. Pack of 6 for like, I think it was 90p. Again, they're always just really good to have in the car, same as wipes. And to be fair, my mum's always asking for tissues, so I kind of thought of her when she said about wanting stuff in the car. So I'm going to just tuck those in there. I also picked up sun cream because Billy is a nightmare for burning in the sun, so if we do go anywhere and it ends up being a bit warm, I have something that he can just put on because, like I said, he's a nightmare. So I'm going to put that in there. I'm also going to put in these little minis, so you know, you can get the 3 for 2 in Boots. So I picked up a Love Hearts hand sanitizer because you always need to have, you know, clean hands. I picked up a Listerine Total Care. Again, you just never know when you're going to need it, and sometimes like I just need that. But I do also have gum, which I will show you in a second. And I also picked up a Batiste dry shampoo in the scent Blush Flirty Floor because I really like that one, and I use the big one as well. So you know, like, I'm always at the gym, or 3 times a week I'm in the gym anyway, and sometimes I have to go like straight off to do other stuff, so it's good to have like a freshen up of your hair because sometimes I feel like that's the first thing that you can kind of see or notice goes greasy. So that's in there. The other thing I picked up was a pack of these claw clips because again, you just have to have them. So And again, same as hair ties, mine always tend to break, so I just want to put them in here. And it's, again, most inconvenient times, probably in the car, or sometimes like I've got it on the back of my head and like they'll just break because they're so flimsy. So I've got a pack of those. I think they were £4 or £6 from Boots. To be fair, I just didn't find any in Primark that were basic that I really wanted. So, and to be fair, these seem a bit more sturdier, so I quite like those. And then I also picked up these Humantra Zero Sugar Electrolyte drinks in the flavour Lychee. These were £5 for 3 sachets, which I think is quite expensive, but I really wanted to try them. And to be fair, like, I'm someone that doesn't drink a lot at all during the day, and then it gets to like the afternoon, I've got like a serious migraine. So having these in the car as well just means I can stop and get a bottle of water, put these in, because I don't really like drinking plain water. So with these obviously having a flavour in, which is nice, just means that I can obviously get back on track with hydration. So they come with 10 vitamins and minerals, 6 essential electrolytes, vitamin C and B12. They are vegan friendly as well. But yeah, again, just because again I suffer with headaches, migraines, because I don't drink a lot, so they go in there. And then that was it from Boots. I did pick up some bits from Amazon, which I'll show you. I got this key fob cover, which just looks, hopefully you can kind of see, just looks like this. I'm prone to dropping stuff all the time, so I just thought I'd pick that up. And I also got this little charm to kind of go on it, because Billy bought me this. It came as a set, I think, for Christmas. Was it last year? I think it was. And I made this little promise to him that it would be put on like our next car, our next favourite car. That it was just going to be something that was a milestone for us, and obviously it's come out. So yeah, very happy to have that on display now. And S and B, obviously Savannah and Billy, so yes. So that was from Amazon. And then I also picked up these cup holder coasters, I think you can call them, but they're the infills, just because, you know, I don't really want to be spilling stuff in here. They're just matte black, which I think they're quite nice. Basic, but just the little essential that I felt like I needed to put in here, because again, try and keep it as nice as possible. I also then picked up this throw from B&M. This was £8, and it's honestly so soft and fluffy and cozy. I want to put it in the back just because I think it's always a good idea to have a blanket in the car anyway. You never know, if you break down or whatever, it's good to have something to be able to wrap over you. You don't always take a coat, and it can be cold depending on where you are. So, and to be fair, you know, it's cute and girly. So want to put that in the back, make it comfy and cozy. And the other thing I picked up is more of a, you know, it's just because I've got some cup holders. This was £3 from B&M. Just a little cup, plastic, you know, one of these fake Starbucks sippy cups, because one, I stop at Starbucks all the time and can get it filled in here. Two, it's just a good reminder that because I don't drink a lot, there's no excuse, because this fits in my cup holder, so I can have it, you know, specifically for the car, and I can be there to just sip on it, and it fits ice in, which is nice, and it's easy to drink and drive from because obviously it's got straws. Do you guys want a little car tour? I mean, I got a Range Rover Evoque. Never ever ever thought that would happen. I was dead set on having another Audi, because if you didn't know, I don't think I've ever done like a car tour before, but I had an Audi A3 before, and it was my pride and joy. Obsessed with Audis. I had an Audi before that one as well, and yeah, I just loved it. So I was looking at like between a Q2 and a Q5, and that was honestly what I thought I was going to get next. And we saw this on the forecourt as well when we were kind of like browsing around to different places, and honestly I just fell in. We didn't see this one actually, it was another one. It was a white one with like black wheels, and it was just like black trims. It was honestly stunning, so I took that for a test drive and fell in love. It drove so much nicer than the Audis, and I just had the same feeling with that car that I did with my Audi that I bought, like I had, and fell in love with it. And it was just like, you know, this is the one, but didn't make the decision. And I was like, no, I'm not going to make like a hasty decision. I want to still continue to test drive a few other cars. So spent a couple more days looking around at different cars, trying out different things, and I could not get this car off my mind. So anyway, made the decision to go back and buy it, and when I got there it sold the day before, so I was absolutely gutted. It wasn't meant to be, so you know, that's fine. I'm a true believer of, like, you know, what's meant to be will be, and if it's not meant to be, then obviously it wasn't meant to be. And then found this car. It's still a Range Rover Evoque, but it's all black, and this one actually has a couple of nicer perks. So the other one, so this one has a panoramic roof, which does go all the way along as well. It's automatic, which I love. What else, like the specs a little bit nicer. So although it's not white, which initially I wanted because my Audi was white as well, it's just, and it's a year newer than the one I was looking at, so, and it was cheaper, which is really strange because it has nicer features, is a year newer, and was cheaper than the other one. So yeah, fell in love and kind of bought this on the day. So yes, I will give you a little car tour. Hopefully, see, I did have it clean the other day, but it's not as clean now because it's been, obviously it rained the day after, but it's still clean in terms of, it's still clean on the inside, I suppose, and I'm just putting some things in, so I will show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is the interior of the car. As you can see, it's hopefully nice and shiny and new looking. I love the detailing that the top has. It's like a fabric leather look. Just think it adds a little bit of extra luxury. But yeah, really nice automatic controls. I've got heated seats. Like I said, it's an automatic car. There's just some nice cup holders which are perfect size to fit a Starbies in. I do have like reversing cameras on my screen there. Our panoramic roof is up there. Just ignore my phone, I was filming for a TikTok. But yeah, I have panoramic roof which does close as well. And then back seats, again, really similar. I've got a nice cozy fluffy blanket in the back just in case anyone gets cold. And then this is the back from a different angle. So again, door interior like looks the same. My fluffy blankie. And yeah, you've got like little pockets in the back. Got the little Evoque sign up there. And panoramic roof from here. It's really nice. It's actually privacy glass as well, so you can't tell from the outside that it is a panoramic roof, which is nice. And then it's got really decent boot space. Yeah, I have also got the other little bag. Now I've got some like loose bits in the car as well, but to be fair, not everything is going to fit in this one now, so I'm going to put some bits in this one and you'll kind of see what I'm going to do with that. So things like wires, so what else I can put, the other spare glasses, extra battery for my car key just in case, plug and my AirPods, because again that's handy if I make a little impromptu trip to the gym. I've got another hair clip, I've got some loose keys that I need for work, so put them in there. Again, like I said, it's going to be like my little bag of random bits. My trade point little card. What else have I got in here? Cards, I need those to have, that can go in here actually because it's just gonna look tidier. And then, oh, I have some next points, but I actually want to use these ones. What's the sign that you're getting old? Is it when you actually start using these and collecting them? Because I actually love these from Sainsbury's, the next points. I always get money off my shopping, so I liked having these to hand. I just always forget to use them, so I'm going to keep them out for now. I think that's kind of it actually in terms of so far. That's what I've got in the car. There are a couple of other little bits that I don't actually have to hand on me right now that I need to pack in my bag, one of which is being some of Billy's medicine, like glucose tabs and stuff, because they're always good to have in the car in the event of emergencies, because I don't know if I've ever told you guys, but he's a type 1 diabetic, so I always carry glucose shots and tabs in the car so that if he ever has low blood sugar when we're traveling, or honestly it happens way too much, but I've got something that I know will help him come out of a hypo. So need to put that in here, but apart from that I think that is generally it. The only other things I think I need to get really are, I don't actually know, just things like cleaning stuff, to be fair. I mean, I've got the wipes. I was thinking about getting some of that jelly stuff, you know, that slime, the dust collector, but I don't really know. I'm a bit scared that it's gonna like fall into the vents and stuff, but let me know, we'll stick everywhere. Let me know if that's any good, if any of you actually use it. The other thing is possibly a decent phone charging cable, because I only have a cheap one at the moment. But that's, to be fair, I've got loads of them in the house, I just haven't bought any out. And a phone holder. I'm not sure, I bought this one off TikTok shop. It's really good for filming content, and I did just try it in the car, to be fair, but I don't love it because I don't really like things being on my windscreen, so probably gonna not use it for that. But otherwise, I think that's everything. So yeah. Anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. It's completely different from me. It's not by any means to brag, it's just I'm very proud that I've been able to buy this car and it's mine, and I'm obsessed with it and wanted to share it with you, like I said, because I'm obsessed with watching people clean and restock their cars at the moment on TikTok. So here we go, this is me sharing my excitement with you. But otherwise, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know and give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. If you want to see more content, like car cleaning content or drive with me's or whatever, then I'm definitely like on board to do that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. If you stayed till the end, then I love you forever. But as always, please feel free to like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.